take 30% of your retirement money. The average fund is 2.5%. 60% of the money is going to be gone when you're ready to retire. You don't need to do that. There's an alternative. Join my gang, philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Seek out the alternative. Give yourself a break. philsgang.com. Sign up today.
Find out more at philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, most people get involved with a 401k because of the employer match. They really believe that there's free money. There's no free money. It's a scam. Here's how it works. You ever notice that you can't get the money all at once? Why not? Why don't they just give you the match all at once? Why over 6 years? Because they know only 12% of the people who work for a company stay for 6 years or more. Only 12% are there for 6 years. That's why they plugged it to 6 years. They know you're not going to stay. So it's not for your benefit. It's for the benefit of the company. It's a scam. There's an alternative, though. Phil's Gang. Join my gang. philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
Find out more at philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Do you invest in a 401k or an IRA? Did you know you could lose 30, 40, even 50% of your investments when the market crashes? It's time you take control of your investments. For over 15 years, philsgang.com's Phil Grande has been teaching, coaching, and investing right along with all Phil's Gang members, making profits when the market is up or down. philsgang.com posts daily market updates, has a live investing class, and all material is archived. Sounds too good to be true? Why not join thousands of satisfied Phil's Gang customers today? Go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que St. Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. They pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? Reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
A record close for the Dow, for the S&P, and for the NASDAQ. And guess what? According to this folks, this is the first time that all three indices have closed at a record on the same day since back in December 1999.
Unbelievable. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast, around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. That was CNBC last night. Now, you would think we closed up 300 points. What are you, nuts? It's about quality. That's what it's about, quality. What they're not explaining and how this is how everybody gets hurt. People who do not know what they're doing in the market, they get sucked in by this. They get sucked in by that rhetoric. This is when everybody gets hurt. Instead of getting in when nobody wanted the stocks, now they're going to get in when I hear these cockroaches on CNBC, these parasites, pump the market. So what? Every day the market closes up like 20 points. Oh, new high. But let's get underneath it. Where are the earnings? Are we ending up on new highs because of earnings growth? Our companies, are they selling more goods? Are they getting better margins? Are they increasing their top line sales, but better yet, are they increasing their margins? Are they increasing their net earnings, their net profits? No. The answer is no. How they're getting to new highs is companies, the CEOs are buying their own stock. When they buy their own stock, that means there's less stock available to be out there for folks to buy. They're spreading their profits over a fewer amount of shares. That means earnings per share go up. That means the stock goes up, but not quality. It's fake, and you can do that all day long. $7 trillion worth of fake. That's right, $7 trillion. We paid $7 trillion worth of fake, called a bubble. Stock buybacks. Where's the value? How about the person that works in the plant, person that works for the company? Does the individual get value? No. His wages are stagnant. Matter of fact, he got cut from full-time down to part-time. Because these parasites, these CEOs who are tied to stocks, that's their compensation, they buy their own shares back to push the stock price up so they can get richer. So they're making 375 times what the guy on the floor is making. The guy on the floor, his wages aren't going up at all. He can't even get overtime. There's no value for the employee. None. Just think of our wages. Terrible. People are working 2 jobs, 3 jobs. We've never had so many people working 2 to 3 jobs in this country since who knows when. But they don't say that, do they? No, they don't tell you that. People are making less. They're working harder. They're making less now than they made 10 years ago. Mom and dad don't see each other. They each got 1 or 2 jobs. I mean, it's bad. But why don't they revolt? You would think people would revolt. There's no revolt. You hear? There's no revolt. Nobody's revolting. Why? People aren't revolting because, and you don't see people in the street because the main street, the working class, their feel right now is they're going to lose their job. That's their problem. There's no revolt because people are thinking, hey, I don't want to say that. I don't revolt. I can't afford to lose my job. And nothing strikes fear when you see your neighbor lose his job, or he gets laid off, or he gets his hours cut back. That's why there's no revolt. The number of working age Americans holding jobs is now lower than at any time in the last 3 decades. 76% of them are living paycheck to paycheck. They didn't say that yesterday. Oh, wait a minute. What did they say yesterday?
A record close.
Yeah, but they didn't say 76% of the people who are working are living paycheck to paycheck. See, there's not going to be a revolt because people don't have job security. The last thing anybody's going to do is revolt and risk losing what little they have. It's unbelievable. Remember, this is different now. Remember who used to organize the revolts? It used to be the labor unions. 4 decades ago, more than a third of the private sector worker, they were union. Notice now, less than 7%. That's why there's no revolts. And here's the real reason why there's no revolts. Students who used to lead the revolts, they don't lead them anymore. Not like they did against Vietnam. Remember the revolt against Vietnam? The civil rights movement, the free speech movement. Because today, see, then they had no debt. They get some pot, no debt. They could revolt. But today, it's different. They're up to their eyeballs in debt, student debt. And the job market really sucks for graduates. And we have a record number of these kids living at home. See, that doesn't bode well for a revolution. Our young kids are up to their neck in debt. See, revolutionaries don't live with mom and dad or worry about credit ratings or job recommendations. I get so sick when I hear some CNBC say it and not tell the truth. It's unbelievable. Now, but the stock market, somebody's made money. If you go back, when they front-loaded this market back in 2009, the market went up over 160%. What is wrong with that? It was engineered to go up, was financially engineered to go up. It was cheating, but there was a tremendous amount of money to be made. And there's going to be a tremendous amount of money when it starts falling, if you know what you're doing. Yesterday I spoke with Donald Trump. And before I did an interview with him, we were talking about manufacturing and how important it is. It's so important. And like he said, most people don't understand that. And he assured me he was going to do everything he can to bring manufacturing back to this country. And first thing he's going to do is get our coal mines back to full capacity. Who will provide jobs if American businesses cannot rely on cheap and reliable electricity generated from coal? Think about this. Almost 50% of our electricity comes from coal. 75% of their China, and India is about 68%. And what are these dopes doing? Obama and his crew, they're killing coal. How are we going to compete with China? All their manufacturing is all based on a low-cost energy that's abundant. And here we got Obama running around wanting to put windmills up in the air. How are you going to compete? Coal is low cost, it's plentiful, it's abundant, it's reliable. They're going to replace it with wind and solar? How ridiculous. 63 cents a kilowatt hour is what it costs with wind and solar, to compare to 5 cents an hour from coal. You and I subsidize the difference between the 5 cents and the 63 cents. Are you nuts? Almost 1,200 big new coal facilities in 59 countries are proposed. And what are we doing? We're shutting down ours. This is nuts. More on that and some stocks when we get back. Phil Grande, Phil's gang, join my gang, 15 past the hour.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Everybody says, I hear it everywhere, no matter where I go, I'm not going to get into the stock market because it's rigged. And I think, what are you, nuts? That's exactly why I want to get into the market. Here, listen to this.
We front-loaded at the Federal Reserve an enormous rally in order to accomplish the wealth effect.
But we front-loaded at the Federal Reserve an enormous rally. So are you telling me you don't want to get into a market where they front-loaded an enormous rally, where they fixed it to go up? You don't want to get in? What are you, nuts? Of course you want to get in. See, your fear is, once you get in, you're fearful you're not going to get out in time. Well, that fear is gone. That's why I designed the Max Investor 1000, the color code technology. It'll get you out before it crashes. Believe me. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Isn't it time you reduce your fear of investing? Find out more at philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, most people get involved with a 401k because of the employer match. They really believe that there's free money. There's no free money. It's a scam. Here's how it works. You ever notice that you can't get the money all at once? Why not? Why don't they just give you the match all at once? Why over 6 years? Because they know only 12% of the people who work for a company stay for 6 years or more. Only 12% are there for 6 years. That's why they plugged it to 6 years. They know you're not going to stay. So it's not for your benefit. It's for the benefit of the company. It's a scam. There's an alternative, though. Phil's Gang. Join my gang. philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
Find out more at philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, people make it too complicated. Wall Street tells you the market cap and the trailing PE and the forward PE and price to sales to confuse you. All you need to know is, does the stock have volume? What's that mean? Energy. What does that mean? If you have people buying a stock, enough of the stock's being bought, it influences the prices to go up. Join my gang, philsgang.com. We're using charting, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Phil Grande is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with a prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grande has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grande and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Do you invest in a 401k or an IRA? Did you know you could lose 30, 40, even 50% of your investments when the market crashes? It's time you take control of your investments. For over 15 years, Phil'sGang.com's Phil Grande has been teaching, coaching, and investing right along with all Phil's Gang members, making profits when the market is up or down. Phil'sGang.com posts daily market updates, has a live investing class, and all material is archived. Sounds too good to be true? Why not join thousands of satisfied Phil's Gang customers today? Go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
philsgang.com.
Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, we talk about politics and how I hate politics because as far as I'm concerned, you know, whether you're a Republican politician or Democrat, you're both parasites. Because you don't care about the people, you care about party. You care about party. So all you care about is party. I mean, what a system we have. I belong on this team. You belong on this team. This highlights it. Listen what happened last night on CNN when the two teams got together. The Democratic team against the Republican team. Here's two parasites arguing with each other. Listen to this. This is what we've come down to in this country.
Wait a minute. No. You can't ask me a question.
Because you can't answer the question.
Oh, you can't ask me a question, honey. I can't answer, so don't even try.
What attracted the father of the Orlando terrorist to your candidate?
He's a mentally ill individual.
Oh, that's what attracted him. I get it.
Pardon me?
What attracted him to your candidate? And your answer was he's mentally ill.
His answer stop smiling and smirking like it's a funny thing.
This is what we come down to, this party system. The elections should be 1 month. You have a month to choose somebody. You put the person out there, and you go by his character and by his track record. That's simple. 1 month. All right, 2 months. That's it. There should be no Democrat, no Republican. Party. They call it a party because that's what they do. You know, when you look on TV, when you're watching a Republican convention and a Democrat convention, these goofy people with goofy hats and dancing, and I mean, what the hell's going on here? We got a country that sucks. We got a country that's going down the toilet. We got a country that's owned by about 151 individuals. 151 individuals own this country. What's going on? It's crazy. Unbelievable. Let's go make some money. It's unbelievable.
Stock Corner is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel. Go to philsgang.com. Click on the video channel graphic and check out Phil's free videos on the market, economy, and current events.
Okay, listen to this. Listen to this. They're just telling you to buy this this stock.
Planet Fitness raising guidance, posting strong quarterly results. Jimmy.
It's been a good IPO. Stock has done extremely well, has a lot of momentum behind it. The earnings are supporting it. I think if you're a momentum player, this is obviously a stock you want to own.
No, you don't. You're late. You're late. See, that's what's beautiful about having a chart that tells you whether you're late or you're early. You're late. Are you nuts buying this now? This stock has gone from $13. Now it's $23. It's gone up 76%, and they're telling you to buy it. 76%. Are they absolutely nuts? 76%. No wonder people hate the stock market. No wonder people get in the market and they lose money and they never go back to the market. These parasites. See, and that's why when I got disgusted with this market, I said, look, I don't need to get in at a certain time and get out at a certain time in a market, in a stock. I want to take a small bite of it. So when it went from $13 up to $23, I don't have to try to get all of that. I'm going to go and when they buy it. So let's see. It went from 13 to 23. So I look on my chart and it was red. It was red. It was red at $15.49. And then it started to turn green. Now what did that tell me? It's $16. It went from $16, it was green at 16, and then it turned red again at $18.75. That's a 17% gain. That's all I needed to know. I don't know what the company does. I don't have to know what it does. I don't care what it does. All I know is that institutions buy it. All I know is Vanguard will buy it, and T. Rowe Price will buy it, and Bank of New York Mellon will buy it. And when they buy it, I'm going to buy. I didn't have to get it at 13. I don't have to get it at 23. I got a little piece of it. I just took a little piece. So that was, I forgot what you said, but that was about 20%. 17% gain just by watching it turn from red to green, for God's sakes. Here's another little piece. So then it turns red. Here's the beautiful thing. I would have got out and I would have held the money. I'm not going to give my money back to these parasites. So the red tells me time to get out of Dodge. There's 3 golden rules when you invest in stocks. Get the money, and catch the nearest bus home. 3 golden rules. This I'm going to buy and hold, and it's a great stock. What are you nuts? No stock is a great stock. They all suck. You make money with what are you going to do? You think you're going to compete against Vanguard? You think you're going to compete against T. Rowe Price? Join them. Don't fight them. They have all the inside information. So instead of trying to figure out, hey, I better get in at a certain point and hold it for years, what are you, nuts? So that means if I got in this stock on May 12th and I got out on June 13th, I know nothing about the stock. I don't know nothing about, the company. I don't know anything about it. So think about it. We got it in here, May 12th, and then you got out again at June 12th. So June 13th. So 1 month, 4 weeks, and you made 4 weeks just by following the colors. You made 17%. Say you made 10%. Say you made 5%. You got it late. It's risk off. And that's why I'm offering this, because I can say this all day and you're not going to believe it. You think this is a joke. You think it's a gimmick. It's not a gimmick. It's not a gimmick. It's a technology. They write the algorithms to the technology, follow the money. So here's what I want you to do. Join a gang. It's $39.95. And you're going to get this product, MV2, for 4 weeks for free. So that you can follow this. You can do it. It takes no time. You can have your kids do it for you. This is for people who have no time, are busy, but they've got to make money because you got to retire at some point. You got to retire at some point. You need money. Now, what are you going to do? Let somebody take 60% of your money? That's what they're doing now with your 401k. I'm not telling you to get rid of your 401k. You're not going to listen to me anyway, so I tell you to get rid of it. Why would you listen to me? You don't even want to listen to I tell you that when it turns from red to green, okay, it goes up. When it turns red, get out. You think I'm nuts telling you that. So here's what we're going to do. Call right now, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. Join the gang and get this for 4 weeks, the MV2. Call right now. They're waiting your call. This is the best value. This is the way you buy a stock. Don't listen to these parasites.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You hear me talk about 401ks every day on my radio show. Why? Because it's such a disservice. 89 million Americans have a 401k. There's 638,000 plans. And the father of the 401k, Ted Brenner, even admitted they're a scam. He doesn't endorse them anymore because of the ridiculous fees. You got to get away from those fees. Remember, every 1% fee, they take 30% of your retirement money. The average fund is 2.5%. 60% of the money is going to be gone when you're ready to retire. You don't need to do that. There's an alternative. Join my gang, philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Seek out the alternative. Give yourself a break. philsgang.com. Sign up today.
Find out more at philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Everybody says, I hear it everywhere, no matter where I go, I'm not going to get into the stock market because it's rigged. And I think, what are you, nuts? That's exactly why I want to get into the market. Here, listen to this.
We front-loaded at the Federal Reserve an enormous rally in order to accomplish a wealth effect.
But we front-loaded at the Federal Reserve an enormous rally. So are you telling me you don't want to get into a market where they front-loaded an enormous rally, where they fixed it to go up? You don't want to get in? What are you, nuts? Of course you want to get in. See, your fear is, once you get in, you're fearful you're not going to get out in time. Well, that fear is gone. That's why I designed the Max Investor 1000, the color code technology. It'll get you out before it crashes. Believe me. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Isn't it time you reduce your fear of investing? Find out more at philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, most people get involved with a 401k because of the employer match. They really believe that there's free money. There's no free money. It's a scam. Here's how it works. You ever notice that you can't get the money all at once? Why not? Why don't they just give you the match all at once? Why over 6 years? Because they know only 12% of the people who work for a company stay for 6 years or more. Only 12% are there for 6 years. That's why they plugged it to 6 years. They know you're not going to stay. So it's not for your benefit. It's for the benefit of the company. It's a scam. There's an alternative, though. Phil's Gang. Join my gang. philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
Find out more at philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. We're a teaching format. Boy, do we give good service. You know, buying a stock doesn't have to be complicated. The reason why Wall Street makes it complicated is so to make you think you need to hire them. You can do better without them, believe me, because you're not going to have those big fees. Come to Phil's Gang, where we'll show you an easy way to buy a stock. philsgang.com, where we don't make it complicated but profitable.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que San Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. They pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Learn, invest, and profit with Phil Grande. And be sure to check out philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Remember, if you get the MV2 and you're going to get it for free for 4 weeks, because the only way I can convince you is I can sit here till I'm blue in the face, and you're not going to believe that when it turns to green, you buy, and when it turns to red, you get out and you'll make money. And that's any stock. And you don't have to get it in at a specific time or out of a specific time. Just put it on the chart and anywhere. Here, give me an example. I'll give you one. Caterpillar. Take a brand name stock like Caterpillar. Now, you don't have to know anything about the stock. Why would you need to know about the return on equity or the price to book or the profit margin? You don't have to know anything about it. And you can get it any time you want. Here, give you an example. So all of a sudden it's red. You're watching it. It turned green. It turned green. It turned green on March 23rd. And then she turned red again. She turned it red again on May 28th. So when it turned green in March, you bought. Turned red in May, you got out. And you know what that return would be? A 10% return. 10%. 10% return. I'm not making this up. So join my gang right now. Call 877-600-GANG. You want to be an ambassador. And then at the end of 4 weeks, if you do not want the product, if you do not want MV2 at the end of 4 weeks, then forget it. If you want it, then we start billing you $24.95 a month. But you have to join the gang today. It's $39.95. You get the $24.95 product free for 4 weeks. And I haven't yet had a person come back and say, this thing is a gimmick, it doesn't work. So simple. It's not any harder than that. And that's because if I was on television, I probably could sell a lot more of them. But you listening to me on the radio, you're thinking it's a gimmick. It's not. The gimmick is the election. Just a gimmick. You know, Chris Cuomo the other night, he started talking about teams, these parasites. Listen to this. Chris Cuomo, who's on CNN, admits how they're in the bag for Hillary. Listen to this conversation.
Take quite a while longer. What happens to other folks who want a chance to run against her?
Because she's doing what they call in politics freezing pockets. Because the donors are giving her money thinking she's going to run. That means they're not going to have available money for other candidates if she doesn't. And I don't think she's going to give it to them.
She's on her way to deciding.
We'll see.
About deciding.
We couldn't help her any more than we have.
I know.
You know what I mean? She's got just a free ride so far from the media. We're the biggest ones promoting her campaign so far.
Yeah, CNN's the biggest ones promoting her campaign. She doesn't have to pay a penny. We're promoting her campaign. That's Chris Cuomo, works for CNN. Doesn't that suck? And then you got people like you got another parasite, Scarborough, who's claiming that Trump wants to assassinate Hillary. How silly, how stupid, unbelievable. What we need in this country is to focus on jobs again. That's what we need. We really do. And by the way, if you're, let me give you the number, 877-600-GANG. You call now and sign up. All I ask, once you get this and you use this, the MV2, and it's really working for you, please, we remember St. Jude. St. Jude. No child has ever been denied help at St. Jude. Never. It costs $1.7 million every day to keep those doors open. So we can help a little bit. And every penny, every dollar you send, 81 cents goes to research and treatment. So I can do my part, and you can do your part. We can help St. Jude. So don't send a penny unless the MV2 works. And it will work. It will work. I don't know how it can't work unless you're colorblind. Okay? If you are, we'll change the colors for you. All right? But it comes down to, look, this economy, I don't know what's going on. People just, I'm stunned to look at the polls. You would think Trump would be ahead by 20 points, but people don't get it. I mean, we got Obama killing our economy. People don't get it. He's killing our economy by killing coal. People don't understand energy generates, it generated our industrial revolution. How do you think we got our industrial revolution? We got it from coal. And it's been the driving force behind our manufacturing strength, behind our prosperity in this nation. Now he's killing it. You want to kill the economy? Kill coal. That's what he wants to do so he can get government bigger and bigger and bigger, get more people off the middle class and get them on the dole. That's his idea, and everybody will vote Democratic all the time. And that's what we're seeing in this election. Obama hides the fact, he's always talking about dirty coal. Baloney. We have the most advanced technologies right now to make the cleanest coal. We can clean coal. We have the technology to do it. We are the world's leader in clean coal technology. You never hear him talk about that because he doesn't care about the environment. He's a phony. He could care less about the environment. He cares about one thing: a large government. Bigger the government. How do you get a big government? You kill the middle class and get them dependent on government. And then you widen the Democratic voting base, the party. Look, manufacturing creates jobs. He hates that. That's what it creates, jobs. And Trump will revive that sector. He'll provide millions of new jobs. Think about this. The Japanese manufacturing sector is 20.2% of its economy. Germany, manufacturing is 23.2% of its economy. You know what the U.S. is? The day that Obama took office, it accounted for 23.3%, almost even with Germany. Just a little titch above 23.2 for Germany. We're just a little bit above 23.3. Now, you know what it is today? Because of Obama and Hillary's going to follow the same policies, it's 8.2%. We need manufacturing. He dropped it to 8.2%. We would have 7 million more high-quality paying jobs, paying $48 an hour. Long-term, well-paying jobs if Obama only maintained never mind the 23.2%, maintained it at 18%, but he didn't want to. He didn't want to because he can't build a big government that way. To build big government, you got to get rid of the middle class. Trump will rebuild the manufacturing sector in the United States. It's the foundation of a strong, prosperous middle class economy. And that's why Obama wants to destroy it and get rid of it. Manufacturing has been the path to development. Think about it. It's been the strategic achievement of all the rich nations. It's the high-quality manufacturing sector that makes nations wealthy. Not bartenders and waiters and waitresses. Think of it, from the rise of England in the 19th century to the rise of the U.S., to Germany, to Japan, the USSR in the 20th century. And now all the newly industrial countries like Korea, China, India. Look at India. You think India, think about this. India and China, they are building more coal-fired energy plants while we're shutting ours down. How are we going to get manufacturing back in this country when Obama is going around, then Hillary's going to go around and kill coal and make sure that China and India has all the coal and the coal-fired energy plants putting out the electricity? That's what they use to manufacture everything. You got to have electricity. This is nuts. The key to power for the U.S. has always been to make the production, to produce stuff. Trump will make sure that happens. Obama's policies was to surrender our leadership in making of the machine. You know where the real power comes from a country? When you make the machines to do the manufacturing. We used to lead in making the machines to manufacture the stuff. Now it's China. That's nuts. We'll be right back. Join my gang. Remember, you can get the MV2 free for 4 weeks. 877-600-GANG. They're waiting for your call.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Everybody says, I hear it everywhere, no matter where I go, I'm not going to get in the stock market because it's rigged. And I think, what are you, nuts? That's exactly why I want to get into the market. Here, listen to this.
We front-loaded at the Federal Reserve an enormous rally in order to accomplish the wealth effect.
No, we front-loaded at the Federal Reserve an enormous rally. So are you telling me you don't want to get into a market where they front-loaded an enormous rally, where they fixed it to go up? You don't want to get in? What are you, nuts? Of course you want to get in. See, your fear is Once you get in, you're fearful you're not going to get out in time. Well, that fear is gone. That's why I designed the Max Investor 1000, the color code technology. It'll get you out before it crashes. Believe me. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Isn't it time you reduce your fear of investing? Find out more at philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? Reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Phil Grande is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grande has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grande and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Most people get involved with a 401k because of the employer match. They really believe that there's free money. There's no free money. It's a scam. Here's how it works. You ever notice that you can't get the money all at once? Why not? Why don't they just give you the match all at once? Why over 6 years? Because they know only 12% of the people who work for a company stay for 6 years or more. Only 12% are there for 6 years. That's why they plugged it to 6 years. They know you're not going to stay. So it's not for your benefit. It's for the benefit of the company. It's a scam. There's an alternative, though. Phil's Gang. Join my gang. philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
Find out more at philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Looking for insights and investing information? Join Phil Grande and become a Phil's Gang member today. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
I haven't watched him in so long. I really don't watch him. His show is very low rated. I have not watched that show in weeks. He used to like me, and then all of a sudden he didn't like me, and that's okay. But I haven't watched that show in so long, so I haven't seen it.
I think you're dead on for people that know Trump about why he is getting even more erratic on the campaign trail, especially at night.
Well, from knowing him over time, this candidate is not the person that we knew. And I think he's absolutely exhausted. I don't think he's slept.
I'll give you a break, not the person. I know him better than you people ever knew him. It's just really upsetting. These people are just cockroaches. They really are. There's a group of people that are the most violent, ugly people in the world. Joe Scarborough, Mika, these people, they're part of that group. Wall Street bankers, people on CNBC. It's amazing. They're all out for themselves. They just lie. Obama, have you ever heard anyone lie so much of this guy? We got serious things to do, and we should be pulling together. The trade deficits are killing our growth. We need manufacturing, and then we got the trade deficits. The national debt is killing us. It's always been front and center. When you have a trade deficit, you choke. You can't create jobs. If we reduce, and Trump he will reduce the trade deficit, even if he reduced it by $500 billion. That would grow our economy 3%. Obama can't even grow by 1%. That means if Trump get rid of the trade deficit, cuts $500 billion on it, that means we're going to grow 3% our GDP. That'd give us about 2.3 million new, high-paying, about $48 to $54 an hour jobs. Stop with these $13 jobs, and then brag about them. Look at all the jobs I'm creating. You don't have to have a Harvard education to see that if you don't get rid of the trade deficit, you're dead in the water. If you don't have a plan to reduce our debt, our national debt, and our trade deficit, we got a house of cards. So what are we going to do in the meantime? What are we going to do? We got to take care of ourselves. We got to take care of our families. That's what we got to do. We got to retire. If you're 38 years old, you got to retire. You don't think so? Oh, yeah, it's going to come by quick. If you're 30, 35, and I'm talking to you right now, you're going, oh, that old man, I got a long time. Really? A long time? You really think you got a long time? Well, let me tell you something. You're 35 years old right now, right? And you think you got a long time. I'm going to tell you how fast that's going to go by. Where do you get to 45 how fast it goes by? Unbelievable. So let's say you're 35 and you got $5,000 in your 401k, right? And they're telling you you're going to get 6% a year. You're going to retire at 65. You got to put away $6,000 every year. Are you doing that? No, you're not doing that. Let's say you were. So what? So what if you're doing that? You're not going to get it. For 401k, for every 1% fee they charge you, these cockroaches, these parasites, these most violent, ugly people, they grab 1%, they grab 30% of the money that you're supposed to retire on. It's not 1%. It's not 2%. It's 2.5% with 28 hidden fees. But I'm never going to convince you of that. I just want to convince you that if you join my gang, and if all you did is say, I just want to, I don't have time for anything. I just want to be able to buy a stock when it turns green and know to get out of it. So I can go to bed at night and I know I'm going to be okay. I hate buying stocks and I'm so fearful I'm going to lose my money. That fear is gone. Let me give you an example. You'll love this one. Stock Newmont. Newmont, if you go back, and again, you just need a little piece of it. You need just a little piece. Think of a stock as a big piece of cheese. You're just going to take one bite out of it. One bite out of it. Like a mouse going to go take the one. You got the mouse right here, the mouse on your desk. So all of a sudden you see it turn red. Red. Now it's green. What do you think you're going to have to call a broker and ask them what's going on with the stock? What the market cap is? What the operating cash flow is? What the return on assets, return on equity is for the management? You don't need to know any of that. So it turned green. I'll give it to you right here. It turned green at $18.86 on December 30th. It turned red February 9th at $24.23. So that means it went up 28%, and you didn't have to know anything about the stock, the company, nothing. You didn't have to know anything about it. You didn't. Here's a better one. How about this? It turns from red to green, Newmont Gold, on Tuesday, April 14th. And let's use this number here, $22.55. It turned red. It turned red on May 28th. May 28th. And that was around $27. Now, that's a 19% return. But let's say you got in late. You don't have to get in exactly when it turns green. You can get any time as it's green. Just how much you want to get out of it. So that was about, I don't know, 17%, 19%. But here's the better part. When it turned red, here's what you're going to love. Instead of getting out of it, it turned red at $27.45. It went down and did not turn green until $16.76. It dropped 38%. So you picked up 17% on the way up. Let's say you picked up 8% of it. You got in that late. But here's the key. You never had to worry that you're going to give all that money back because you saw it turn red. You got out in time. But even better, you can make that money going down by just pushing a little button that says sell. Sell short. You get both sides. Here, look, call now, 877-600-GANG. 877-600-GANG. They'll talk to you right now. You get the membership for $39.95, and for 4 weeks, you get the MV2, no cost for 4 weeks. And at the end of 4 weeks, I'll guarantee you say, "Are you kidding me? I'm going to subscribe for it now." So I'm not going to give you one of these silly money back guarantees. I'm just going to let you use it for 4 weeks. After 4 weeks, you don't like it, that's the end of it. That's all. And at $39.95, be a gang member with everything we do. Are you kidding me? You can take advantage of our classes. You can take advantage of all our teaching. You can take advantage of our stock picks. You can take advantage of our bonus stocks. You can take advantage of. Are you kidding? Nobody does what I do for $39.95. What are you, nuts? And all I ask is remember St. Jude. By the way, we still need money for our homeless dog and our homeless man. So please go to the front page, philsgang.com. You'll see the German Shepherd. We're trying to pay for his operation. We're not far from it. If you can send just a little bit, that would be terrific. That would be terrific. If you just had a little bit of money, that would really help out nicely. Go to the site. You'll see him. There you go. Cash is the name of the dog. Wonderful dog. And the homeless man and the homeless dog, it's unbelievable to see them together. Just the most well-trained dog. It's incredible how he's trained this dog. Beautiful animal. So we saved his life. So, again, Marta and I put up the first $4,000. And then the operation, he had another one which we weren't aware of. But they had to get it done. So we said, okay. So if you can help, that'd be great. But in the meantime, let me help you. Call right now, 877-600-GANG. Get your MV2. And just use it for a month. But the only thing is you got to join the gang to use that for a month, okay? Now, look, all I can tell you is this. These people are just nuts. These people are nuts. This campaign has gone out of control. It really has. And they just lie. They just lie.
Trans-Pacific Partnership Trade Negotiation. The so-called TPP will lower barriers, raise standards, and drive long-term growth across the region.
And then she went against it. Then she says, no. Well, which side do you want? You got to depend on what poll you get. Wouldn't it be beautiful to get rid of the Republicans, get rid of the Democrats, and we put a big tent over Congress, and we get rid of all the whatever's in there, and just put people in office that are just good people. Okay, remember, call right now before it gets shut off. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-GANG. Join the gang, get the MV2, and please don't forget cash, and have a great weekend.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Do you invest in a 401k or an IRA? Did you know you could